I think it should be typed, hopefully. Full screen. So yeah, Trailblaze level 65 tonight. Very hype. Let's go ahead and use it. We got new songs. New boss fight music, maybe? And then new wildfire, it's fine.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten?
So yeah, new Forgotten Hall. Didn't get to start this last time. I figured we'd start with this because it's probably going to be a bit more interesting to do than starting with the story stuff because it's actually involves me having to play and plan out stuff. So yeah, let's see. We've got an imaginary weaver. We have a wooden. Okay, so yeah, fire. It's obviously going to be recommended for this one. Electric. Yeah, this team gets Japard. Team get Broken Asta and Anya. Say we just do Hook Hyper Carry for this team. And then for this team, have Hook into support. So that's what I do with Hyper Carry, I guess.
I command.
Keep at it. Keep at it.
Make sure we're at full HP.
Oh.
This is our chance.
Can I have fun this time?
Let's go.
You took the bait. Time for fun.
A foregone conclusion. Here is thunder.
Yeah, they're all gonna explode from that.
Let's make it quick.
This combat needs optima. This is double speed.
Rules are made to be broken.
Not too bad. One round it.
With you.
Show your courage.
Found your.
There's always a weakness.
No manners, huh? Oh, let's see.
Everything is ordained. Oh, Star, give these trailblazers your blessing.
This team's gonna go fast with Bronya.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
This ends here.
Oh, let's see.
You can still surrender. Follow Hook if you want to win.
Good kill.
This ends here.
Oh, I didn't actually kill.
This battle is
Clearly,
unavoidable.
Asta's able to
Strength.
kill here.
Everything is ordained. Oh, Star, give these
Can we go
trailblazers
before?
your blessing.
So that counts as not having done an entire cycle. Okay. Round one down. 200 Stellar Jade. Free. Also a Yukong for free. I remember that one. E1 Yukong. Speaking of things that are E1, or having E1 increased, I guess. E6 Preservation Trailblazer. Feels good to finally have it complete. Since it is one of the better characters, even if I haven't actually put anything into there. That's the basics. I think you want E2. Really? But I mean, like, the 40% or 30% damage buff there is pretty good. And then E6 is going to be good too, but yeah, E2 and E4 are pretty good. I don't think the speed is that big of a turn. It's just going to be wrong. Then we get Trapard for... No, we need Asha for this team. We'll try it. This team is going to use a lot of skill points. Oh wait, never mind. I can't even fit Bronya onto this team. That's the case, honestly. One. And we'll just see how it goes.
I command. I'm with you.
Ready when you are.
This is our chance.
You took the bait. Time for fun.
Here, there's thunder. This ends here.
Can I have fun this
Two of
time?
these things are illegal.
This is double speed.
There's no time to lose. Conflict insidious. Time for them. Show no mercy.
Rules are made to be broken.
Oh. Landing like just one chances.
Show your courage.
This will strengthen.
Huh, crush now? This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. Go away! Now.
Just gonna heal Donlin.
No interest in conflict.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Fighting is meaningless.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The truth of life in dissection is but a vision.
34,000 damage, not bad.
Lend me your strength. Try that again. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Yangqing does have freeze for this, so I should have saved the ult for that for sure.
My turn. Here. You're annoying. You're all in on it. timely. Try hard stuff. Watch this awesome move. You're annoying.
Fighting is meaningless.
Lend me your strength.
I've no interest in the truth of life and dissection is but a vision.
You're annoying. That's better. Thanks a lot. Punish evil. Out of moves. Try that again. My turn. You. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
We froze Yongqing,
Time for a
actually.
shot. Now. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The truth
They
of
got the
life
slow
and
for increased crit chance, I think. Still doesn't crit. Fortunate.
Cut through the ranks. Try that again. Just a little something.
So that damage wasn't too bad.
Distance is timely. Lend me your strength.
That's what I wanted. The damage to do. I think it's more effective to do it there.
Luck running into me. Here. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
You get a freeze.
You can't run. You're annoying.
Yeah, I should have just aimed that. I mean, I don't know. Kind of hard to say what the correct play was.
Pay for this. Now.
I didn't kill.
You're annoying. I failed.
Okay. Yeah, as long as I got the cycles, then. These are 20,000 credits each, and also a bunch of resources. Just level up Hook some if I want, level up Asta some if I want, which I mean I do need to. I did get some of these from... Yes, I want to level up this from the Nameless Honor.
Do you want to enter the forgotten?
Pretty bad. And I use this. This one's pretty good. And then I also use this on Hook. Yeah, I'm gonna do this because I want Hook on my Kafka team. Well, I want on one of them. Or one of the Kafka teams, I want Hook, at least, so. I need to make like a spreadsheet of teams for all of the different teams that I run. So that way I can keep track of them a bit better. Go ahead and enhance this. Like this maxes out as super imposition. For me. Yeah, increase of warrior's attack by 20%, increases their damage to enemies afflicted with burn or bleed. So, yeah, obviously with Hook it's going to get a lot of value since Hook gets a lot of burns, and also Hook's burn, of course, with various skills off of her attack and stuff, so it's just going to add a lot of... It's better than Mole's Welcome You for sure, because Mole's isn't really that good anyway. Like, the main issue with Mole's is the like wording's a bit strange on how it works compared to how it works in games. So it's kind of like almost bugged in a way, and it's basically just um on the fall of an Aeon, or yeah, on the fall of an Aeon, but a lot worse. Pretty much downgraded version of it. So no reason to run it instead of that.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
You're only running one destruction character. Um, I just have it on Arlen because it's the only 4-star destruction icon I have that I can put on them. A gatekeeper, rampart, and you also have the key. The wind has value here. But the thing is, my wind damage is a 4-star with like no relics, so I don't think that's ideal. I can use Silver Wolf to bring in other types of weaknesses. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. So, where is this team? No, I don't really need other damage with this team. Okay, so who's using skill points? All of them. I can't just bring in Asta. I mean, I could. I don't know, maybe it's something like this. We'll see. Okay, so it's all in one, too. I didn't realize that.
I command.
Keep at it. We need a strategy. Keep at it.
Because that would be 2 separate enemies.
Found your weakness.
Yeah, pretty much everyone's kind of used a skill point, but I do have skill points to spare, so it's not
Follow my charge. Conflict.
No
too bad that they
manners,
do or anything. Yeah, they'll do some damage here, which is fine. Okay, never mind. They one-shot Asta. Yeah, I literally have to return because they one-shot Asta. Wow. Didn't know it was like that. Okay then. Looks like... I guess I needed to cleanse Asta there. I think Asta's fine. No, it's just like... not worth it to try again with Asta. 70 is recommended level, so I might as well try to keep it above that if I can. I'll just bring in March. I'm more concerned about the team that has to fight the monkey than the doesn't.
When I command an army, bide your time.
Keep at it.
And time your attack.
Freeze.
Yeah, we'll try it with March. Getting a freeze is actually pretty big.
There's no time to lose. Here, this thunder.
My turn. That's better.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
We're gonna take them all out here. Gonna do some damage to Jenny alone, but I should be able to heal it.
That it? Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
This fills up its sanction rate, but hopefully they should hit March 7.
Gotta try hard to watch this awesome move.
Okay, I got the freeze on everyone. I'm just gonna go ahead and burn this so that they can start charging the next.
Much better.
charge.
My turn. You're annoying.
I'm surprised that's the one that they CC'd.
There's no time to lose. Here, get thunder.
Let's make it quick.
Tough luck running into me.
Rules are made to be broken.
This should... That doesn't actually break it. I should have let Lightning Lord go off first then.
My turn. Here. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move. Try that again. You can't run.
Effect resist.
Time for a shot. Now, let's go.
Follow my charge.
Try that again.
Cleanse it with March.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing. Much better.
Okay, I can't kill those.
There's no time to lose.
You can't run.
March, if you kill those, you
Are
will
made to
die.
be broken.
Okay. Okay, she lived, just barely.
I'm with you.
Show your courage.
This will strengthen our position.
The enemy situation has changed. 100.
Pretty good buffs. Go around.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Lend, will forged in ice never falters.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
I've no
We've
interest in
entered the
conflict.
storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The truth of life and death. The distinction is but
This crits it kills. Oh, it actually killed without the crit.
This ends here.
This combat needs optim. This is double speed.
fighting is
Kinda worried
meaningless.
about the monkey.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I've no interest in conflict.
Okay, looking at the order. I use this skill. I just need to use skill with Shard.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a run.
Is that all? This ends here.
Okay, they aimed at Shard, that's good.
In the name of Lend, will forged in ice never falters. The truth of life and death.
I should have
reveals
passed with Bronya. Do it.
There's always a weakness.
That actually cost me a bit of damage, but it still died anyway.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
fighting is meaningless.
This combat need. This is double speed.
Okay, defense reductions. This.
Lend me your strength.
I've no interest in
Can I have fun this time?
Hope you're prepared. In the name of land will forged in ice, never falter.
This battle is unavoidable.
Yeah, I want Bronya to
To
be
our
able to attack
enemies.
again next round. Like this. Real
Lend
quick.
me your strength.
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death is sacred.
I should do a lot of damage. Nice. Okay, stage 4. Getting into the deer. Yeah, this will be 2 separate enemies for this one, too. Assign fire resist. And Quantum's gonna have value there. Quantum's also gonna have value here, though. I think I need Jafard for this one. No, you actually don't bring Jafard. Doesn't have cleanse. That'd be something like this. Maybe like if we can stay alive, even. I can't have any down characters, but most of these characters are gonna die anyway.
I'm with you.
I commend.
This will strengthen us.
Show your courage. Situation has changed. There's always a weakness.
Here is thunder.
These are gonna be wind resistant. Your team's gonna have a bit of value loss in the first fight.
This ends here. In the name of Landa, will forged in ice, never falter.
There's always a weakness.
Follow my charge. Conflict is
I've no interest.
Yeah, just saving up skill
We've
points.
entered the storm.
Okay, so you have to fight them both at the same time.
Crush them.
That's actually pretty bad for this team.
Lend me your strength.
here is thunder.
As I mentioned, these are electric resistant,
Show no mercy.
so they die pretty easily.
This ends here.
Trying to build up energy on Jafard.
Is that all?
The frost one's the more annoying one. It needs to go first.
Lend me your strength.
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and distinction is but a
This
vision.
isn't gonna be enough though.
Conflict is pitiless.
Okay, freeze is huge.
Forged in ice, never falter.
The freeze was just a bonus. Yeah, it wasn't entirely paying on it existing. Which part needs more effect resist?
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
I don't need a one.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The action order's nice.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Wasn't sure if I'd be able to get another one. Bit short on the ultimate
This
actually.
ends here.
Okay, this is actually pretty huge that I get to essentially finish this off. Okay, didn't crit. Okay, but I got a crit on Lightning Lord. Yeah, I mean, whenever that thing wakes up, it's just gonna be dead. Like, I can finish it off with Dawn Hunger. Just a beat. Extra safe, but... Okay, now I just need to make sure that no one dies. Earlier than it. No. Okay, that's not how you do that. You need to use Lightning Lord.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Here, the thunder.
This ends here.
Yeah, Bonnie is so much faster than Trapard that she loses a shield every turn, pretty much.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
Okay. So we can pass it into Dawn Hunger, that should kill.
Lend me your strength.
Fighting is meaningless. The
With
truth
crit
of
damage
life
bonus
is
and speed increase. Okay, so I don't think we can do this within 12 cycles, but we can get pretty close. What's the
Ready when
correct
you
play?
are. Freeze.
I think it is March.
More enemies.
Yeah, I don't have enough AoE damage, actually.
Told you I could fight. Here.
Naughty child. That's better.
Can I have fun this time? Time for fun.
Rules are made to be
I
broken.
can one-shot this, maybe.
Try that again. This combat needs optimized. This is double speed.
Yeah, March is gonna be there to cleanse. March is actually really good on this fight in particular.
Gotta try hard some.
Okay,
Watch
March
this
didn't
awesome
cleanse.
move.
Okay, even Deer's here.
Try that again. More enemies.
I think I have to hit this.
My turn. Here.
Hit March.
Let's go.
Can I have fun this time?
I don't understand why they would aim at
Time
March
for
there.
fun. Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
That's because of the freezes.
Just a little something. In company.
More enemies. Time for fun. This combat This is
This is a bit of a waste, but
tough luck running into me. Try that again.
Let's make it quick. Now,
Can I have fun this time? Time for fun. Just a scratch.
they hit into physical Trailblazer instead of into Basha.
My turn. Here.
rules are made to be broken.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
That'll take more than medicine.
Time for fun.
Yeah, I think if I didn't get phase 2 here. 6 cycles left. Okay. Yeah, I could do that.
more time for a hug. This is double speed. Time for a shot. Now. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay, the healing one's also going to be annoying. I'll make them more likely to target Trailblazer.
Much better. Just a little something. Think nothing. Rules are made to be broken.
I was actually close to one-shotting it.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
And get freezes that I needed for that.
Time for a hug. Try that again.
Okay, yeah, I just can't. Just have to fight through the healing.
This is double speed.
How much healing is it? Yeah, it's not that much healing.
Now, can I have fun this time?
It gets rid of all the other things too. Does that? It would have been nice to get Trailblazer ult here. It's a bit too short, unfortunately.
Time for a hug. Naughty child. That's better. Gotta try hard sometimes.
And this should finish it off.
Awesome move.
Just a little something. Think nothing. Much better.
This combat needs
Should have done Silver Wolf first.
Rules are made to be broken.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that my units can... I don't know what combination of units can defeat that faster. To be honest. At least with the current relics that I have. Like, they're pretty weak in general. I think that's probably as far as I can go even for now. These ones will be around forever, so I have time to build more effective teams. Kind of like with this. Like, I did want to try this again. Just to see if I could get a star on it. Maybe this one's like impossible. You can somehow have a team that survives this round and also is like we pretty much fully CC immune. They also have to be able to kill this thing without dying. Because this doesn't really do that much damage compared to this thing. God's things. I like to have double harmony on that team, but if I had Bilo, then I could probably clear this. I just need like another healer.
I'm with you.
Bilo or Lutra.
This was
I didn't get either one.
I commend.
That enemy certainly is
Show your courage.
So close.
You'll pay for this.
I meant to shoot the middle one.
There's no time to lose. Conflict.
This ends here. Will forged in ice never falters.
entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
Kind of speed up everyone too, which is nice.
Show no mercy.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I've no interest in conflict. The
Can you get
truth
this
of
slow?
life and death is sacred.
Let's go this damage there.
There's no time to lose. Conflict.
Hope you're prepared.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
This ends here.
Okay, this should be able to freeze, yeah.
A foregone here. This thunder.
In the name of Landa, we'll
Make sure to
forge an
pop
ice.
this again so the bleed damage doesn't cause me to lose HP.
Fighting is meaningless.
We'll wait for
Hope you're prepared.
her to return. Anyways,
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend,
would have been nice to have
crush them.
that
No
accident.
interest in conflict.
Oh, I didn't have enough energy.
Lend me your strength.
The truth of life.
Okay, this should kill.
is but position.
Didn't crit.
Fighting is meaningless.
You'll
Yeah,
No
we're still
interest in
around
conflict.
30.
lend me your strength.
See for code tech.
Will forged in ice.
I think if I said this to autoplay, they'd be able to solve it from here, but it's actually not that simple with these two.
Here. This thunder. Show no mercy.
They should have done Bronya first. That could have been a lot more crit damage.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
There's no time
We've
to lose.
entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
Conflict.
This ends.
Yeah, I'm just focusing on the left one for now.
You'll pay for this.
Why did I position like this? It's actually terrible. There's like the one... Don Hung is in literally the worst spot that he's...
Here. This thunder.
I could actually fail because of that. If I
Lend me
play
your
more
strength.
aggressively.
Hope you're prepared. Will forged in ice. Never falters.
Yeah, they
Too
didn't
late to
ship it.
repent.
Yeah, I think I keep going on this one. That's the last turn that I can feel safe holding though.
There's always a weakness.
The truth of life and death is sacred.
Need to go ahead and pop this now.
This ends here.
Don Hung's damage is just so bad.
Is that all?
For me at least,
This
just because I don't
battle
have
is
any
unavoidable.
items.
Lend me your strength.
The relics, I mean.
There's no time to lose. Here. This thunder. Show no mercy.
Okay, hopefully this kills one of them. Just a little short on that one.
We've entered the storm.
Okay, hopefully I can get them to go before the
To guard and
second.
defend, crush
Maybe.
them.
Nice.
Fighting is meaningless.
They hit you hard. Okay, never mind, you're aiming.
Hope you're prepared. In the name of
It's actually
Landa,
clutch that I was aiming there, because if they hit Japard,
never
then,
falters.
I mean,
This battle
Hung probably would have been on a little bit lower HP, but
Lengthen your strength.
I don't think they would have died from it at least. It's a nice thing. Yeah, I think that Bronya's damage buff applies after, like it gives it to
Crush now.
Lightning Lord as well. Couldn't remember the name.
Let's make it quick.
It was pretty far down in queue.
Time for a buzz.
Yeah, I needed to be careful that it wasn't given to
Time for a shot.
like March 7th or whatever, because it was given to March. It would have been pretty bad.
Try that again. You can't run.
Naughty child.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
That's better.
Good as
This is
this
our
skill
chance.
that needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Rules are made to be broken.
Should be enough to take some of these out now.
Tough luck running into me.
Let's go.
I think I need to aim at this.
Time for a buzz.
Oh, that's I missed time that.
Rules are made to be broken. Just a little something.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop this now. Where everyone's at full HP.
You can't run.
I meant to hit one of the things on the side.
Now,
Yeah, this is where decisions actually kind of matter. This enemy. Aim in March 7th again, she dies. Okay, we did not.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. This is double speed. Try that again. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Okay, I need a freeze on the gatekeeper. Be nice.
let's make it quick.
Actually, huge freeze. Because I got it out of sanction mode as well.
Naughty child. That's better.
Thanks a lot.
Here, I needed to go to March.
Try that again.
Just a little something. Think nothing.
Thanks a lot. Time for a buzz. This is double
I
speed.
got it up to 66. Okay, aim on the March 7th again. Not bad.
Good as new. Try that again. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Should have popped this first.
You can't run. Huh. More enemies.
Okay,
Try that again.
time for a shot. That's better. Just a little something.
I didn't free the CC. It cured the wrong thing.
Rules are made to be broken.
It would have been
Optimizing.
so good if I was able to get this thing defeated before it did that. Or if its weakness was just a little bit off, fortunately.
My turn.
Yeah, that's gonna cleanse.
I'm okay.
Try that again. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome
Negative
move.
freeze here, please.
You can't run. Try that again.
Yeah, I need March 7th to get on here. Did the wrong thing.
Naughty child.
Okay.
You can't run.
Just a little something. Think nothing.
Try that again.
Rules are made to be broken.
Can't believe that activated sanction mode.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move. This combat needs. This is double speed.
Can I just be frozen for 2 turns?
Let's make it quick.
The sanction mode was terminated. Maybe I can get a good weakness implant. Double.
Now.
Try that again.
Need physical weakness implant.
Can I have fun this time? Time for fun. Try that again.
This is our chance. Time for a shot.
You can't run. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
This might kill. That didn't even kill.
Just a little something. Think nothing.
Gotta make sure that the wolf stays alive, which is probably still gonna. Okay.
Try that again.
Luckily they did not aim at Silverwolf, because if they did, Silverwolf would have died. Really fun. I think I do aim at this.
Fun. Tough luck running into me. This combat needs. This is double speed.
Want them to aim at the trailblazer.
Now. Rules are made to be broken. Let's go.
Time for fun.
I can hit this now that the defense decreases are gone.
Naughty child. That's better.
Good as new. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move. You can't run.
Just a little something.
Large follow-up attack is putting in some decent work, actually.
Much better.
More enemies. Time for fun. This is double
Okay,
speed.
we got the physical weakness. This is frozen, right? It's not frozen. Sorry,
My turn.
oh wait, never mind. It was like restoring weakness break. Same diff. It didn't give it, because it would have given an attack buff.
Try that again.
Let's
Would
make
have
it
been really
quick.
annoying.
You can't run.
Rules are made to be broken. That'll take more than medicine.
Time for fun.
And I got merch. Because honestly, fine. I think I'm worried about it so much as HP.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Maybe you can get some freezes.
Can
Okay,
I
one
have fun
freeze.
this time?
Okay, attack buff there's
Tough luck
kinda
running
bad.
into me. You can't run. This combat needs optima. This is double speed.
It's a waste to hold ult with as much energy regeneration as I have in Silver Wolf. Hey,
More
no,
enemies.
this is spooky.
Time for a shot. Just a little something. Think nothing.
Thanks a lot.
Let's go.
Okay, I think we want them to try to hit March
Try
again.
hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Okay, one freeze. The one freeze that we did get was a good one to get, so it's not too bad. Yeah, this team can't actually kill that. Interesting.
Naughty child.
Okay, so if I can't kill that, I just need to focus the deer.
Can I have fun this time? This combat needs. This is double speed.
Rules are made to be broken.
Try that again.
Time for a shot. That's better. Much better.
More enemies.
Just a little something. Think nothing.
Time for fun. My turn. Here. Gotta try hard. Watch this.
Maybe get a
awesome move.
freeze. Yeah, we know that we can't kill that. It's just got way too much HP.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Can I have fun this time? Time for fun.
Let's go.
I got the physical weakness implant.
Told you I could fight. Good as new.
Rules are made to be broken. Just a little something.
Yeah, if I wouldn't have held Silver Wolf there, I think he would have died. So I needed to make sure that I did that.
Time for fun. This is double speed.
Time for a shot. That's better.
Even if March is permanently paralyzed for some reason. At the moment.
Gotta try hard.
Okay,
Watch
could get a
this
freeze
awesome
here.
move.
Probably not.
Time for fun.
A physical weakness reimplanted.
Nap time.
Tough luck running into me.
Nice. Got there with a weakness break. Yeah, it's just some bonus resources even for one starring it, so that also one star away from getting some extra stuff, so That's probably as far as my characters can go at the moment, if I would have to imagine. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. That's all I'm gonna do, though. So we cleared about half. Not bad. It's out on half the resources, of course, by only clearing out half, but not much more he could do without buying a ton of fuel. There are 24 of these. Maybe I should save it for a character. And the character is Kafka. Yeah, that's pity. It's like guaranteed pity, right? Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so that's 71, so it's not guaranteed pity just yet. But that is pretty close. And I still have to win a 50-50. Not perfect. I really want to save my trailblaze power until I level up, and then I might do some relics. Relic farming. But I mean, like, imagine if Don Hung had actual relics instead of this. I mean, this is still pretty fine. Why he has so much damage whenever he does land a hit, but crit rate and crit damage is pretty awful. Got a blue wind damage up orb. Doesn't even have a headpiece. Wait, why didn't I have this headpiece on Don Hung? This is actually, like, not even that bad. Got a crit rate. Yeah, that would have... That was just weird. Okay. I don't know why I didn't have that. As far as relics go, we can go ahead and... About this, right? Yeah. HP up. Yeah, it's a pretty garbage one. This one's somehow even worse, but... Yeah, I'm just not even upgrading that. It's not worth it. But yeah, I'm gonna be like more picky with relics pretty soon. Now that I'll be Trailblaze level 65. And I have character missions to do, right? Yeah, these are the ones that are gonna give me Trailblaze XP. 450. Is that enough? I don't care about these folks. I have touched the sky. Yeah, 450 is enough. I just did 420. Slightly more than enough even. Also good. Hello, Welts.
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Chikwe sent us a psi crane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the star skiff crashed as soon as possible.
It's right there. Gosh.
There. That must be who Miss Chikwe asked us to save. We need to hurry. Those abominations have trapped her. Be careful.
Got her.
More enemies. Time for
A foregone conclusion.
this combat needs
That's a lost
optimizing.
trotter, not a warp trotter, though.
This is double speed.
Will forged in ice never falters. Conflict.
Show no mercy.
This ends here.
I think that's all of them.
Let's go. Can I have
All of the revives.
nice? Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
This was the wrong way.
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous. Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Ching Ni is in trouble.
Don't worry, Miss Chingy. We've been in worse danger.
In the name of Landau, will forged in ice never falters.
Time for a fight.
Follow my charge.
Here.
In thunder.
Could have done this
Combat
first.
needs up. This is double speed.
Rules are made to be broken.
Gonna go for the kill on it.
This ends here.
A foregone.
Not bad.
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Chingni. We're not abandoning you.
Well, summon a black hole.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand. Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Amy. We're coming
And I need energy regeneration on guard.
Conflict.
This ends here. In the name of Lenda, will forged in ice never falters.
Show no mercy.
Is that all?
This is our chance.
Can I have fun this time? This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
That should be enough. What is-
There's no time to lose.
Oh, there's a second phase. AI's got this. Smarter than me.
Are made to be broken.
I've heard of people actually clearing some of its current story content with AI. Or not current story, but like
Here.
current memory of chaos content with AI that they weren't able to clear themselves. So,
That all?
kind of interesting.
Is that all?
Conflict. Show no mercy.
In the area of the abomination, the Cloud Knight's
I
rescued this
didn't know
rap
the
girl.
Hellmaster of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qing-Ni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by. Qing-Ni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Qingni. It was nothing.
You flatter me. This is a Skyfaring Commission affair, yet the two of you had to put yourselves in harm's way. I am ashamed. It was because of both of you that Qing-Ni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other better.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong. We would be honored.
Then, for now, I will excuse myself. Qing-Ni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
Ugh, you always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could...
You promised me, Qing-Ni. We shall discuss this when we return. Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her. You have a unique way of putting things. But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been.
Yeah, the Master Diviner definitely acted
Yukong's
differently when I was
inner
talking to
worries
them.
and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother. Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy enough. But there's something I don't understand. Yes, Qing-Ni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting. Let's avoid sudden exclamations like that once we're in the palace. Remember, this is no field trip. We're having tea with the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission. We'll need to act with diplomatic decorum. All right, let's head out before it gets late.
Not too late. Well, it's only 10:30 and 22. You want to be specific.
Time to log off. I mean, head back.
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's my life!
A fun start.
You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Lafu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius, like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me. But no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? I don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
Qingni, where are you going? I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was. But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring. Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true.
I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
Have any pill? Hope the mission's not over yet.
You two, please, wait! Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that.
Benefactors.
So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great. I mean, I'm happy I finally found someone who can understand me. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me under her wing, as if I can't even stay alive without her.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. I'm not sure it's my place to comment. However, in my personal experience, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, one must be patient and persistent, like water. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically, over time. Don't you think, Miss Qingni?
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. But she used her authority to assign me a desk job. Every time I walk along Star Watcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside. Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? Good? I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven. We can try the most authentic snack on the LaFu.
Oh, there's another quest here. Well, there's another quest here. Oh, quests are back, actually. Okay, so I've got a ton of stuff to do then. I was just expecting it to be this and then the event that's going on. I'll start the quest later. Still haven't figured out what to do with the Tronic Tears. Yeah, I can just use these to get credits now. Kind of interesting. So I always need credits. Credits and XP books. be down here. Wait, what is this store? Satisfied Cycrane? Can find Heron Express Cycranes flying everywhere in Zinzhou. We have long since viewed these Cycranes as part of Zinzhou's everyday landscape. If you want to buy a Cycrane as a memento, perhaps now would be the time. Grocery stall odor, Pillsby hasn't caught to your motivation for making the purchase. You should take this opportunity to look closely at the ready-made quality of these three courier Cycranes. Maybe you can use that to your advantage when haggling with Salisbury. Or with Salisbury. Whether buying small cultural and creative merchandise counts as paying a stupid tax depends on whether the buyer has any measure of intellect. The Cycrane product was moving. Is it a movable model? You want to try and touch it? You draw close enough to observe the mechanical hummings, which are usually imperceptible to the passerby. It seems to feel some pressure coming. Cycrane cannot help it, but back out of pace. That's right. Little Cycrane can. To be honest, maybe it's a delusion. Cycranes are penetrating beads that get lost. This is none of your business. Please wait, esteemed guest. He lost a bet. This is all your fault. And you gotta stare at me like that, huh? Supposed to be here. I only have an hour left on our bet. Come at me with a cheap trick like this and cost me a bet. Cycrane said my business here is so bad, even if it masqueraded as a shop item here for 3 days, it wouldn't be noticed by anyone. But he's underestimating me, so I took on that bet. 3 days passed, and as I thought, this is bad. Really? Nobody noticed? And that's when you arrived. It's all your fault. This girl wouldn't even notice me notice me at all. But you had to be a sore loser about it and spill the beans about the bet. The only reason you found me is because someone sent you to find me. The game doesn't count then. Because this isn't a real paying customer. Right, it doesn't count then. Get it now, and I don't want to take that bet anymore. Boring unless we bet. I know. Let's place another bet. This time I'll play with this one. Here. If I lose, I'll go back to them. If you lose, then Salisbury here loses as well. How about that? I'm not okay. What's this got to do with me? 2 for 1. Or 2 for and 1 against. The bet's settled then. I'd never have controlled my own destiny if I was still running around as a courier these days. You really think you can bet against me? Don't take pity on me. If I lose, I'll accept with glee. Alright then, how about a quiz? There's just one question, and if you guess it right, then you win. But if you guess it incorrectly, you lose. Simple, right? Great. Very simple. Just ask me questions. I can either only tell the truth, can only tell lies, or must say a lie after a truth. I ask 2 questions, and I'll ask you for an answer. Get it right, then you win the bet. Notice that this resentful Cyprian is a little satisfied. It's surprised it won the bet. But as it hears your incorrect answer, as if the code for happiness is suddenly written onto the screen of its street abacus. Or soon, however, you notice this is out from ease it gives out in his cute dumb eyes. The Cyprian thought it would never feel the thrill of victory, but the emotion was merely fleeting like sands in an hourglass. If a problem that has plagued it for a long time has finally been resolved, you're not quite certain what role your bet has played under these confusing circumstances. I have seen proud people like you. Loss is loss. Girl, you shouldn't be too sad though. But even before you came, I was already thinking about going back to Heron Express. So hard to make up my mind. This is my own decision. Since becoming self-aware, I've had my experiences with the way humans entertain yourself. I don't know if I'm lacking the bio indicators for it or something, because that doesn't seem very fun. Hanging out, gambling, or attending a show is all Snorefest to me. I'm not going to bother using human concepts of entertainment to amuse myself any longer. What do you call entertainment? It's less fun than my courier's on-time performance. Cycrane strides off, dignified. Even though in its tiny form it seems like a giant from behind, it doesn't seem to be scurrying away for any passive reason, but rather just to experience what happiness means with Cycrane. Cast your mind to the Cycrane returning to the Heron Express, how it won't struggle to survive, how it will find meaning existentially through life of Herman work. Perhaps it has even discovered the true happiness of being a Cycrane. You're not a Cycrane, so you don't know the joys of a Cycrane. It is true. Good news, we have reconnected with another missing Cycrane. Now there are only 2 left. Cycrane Hunter, you are one step closer to finding all the missing Cycrane. Getting some more good news. Yeah, I always forget that these exist. I'm still missing some. Yeah, I need to make sure that I buy these. Especially music disc. I mean, Omni synthesizer recipes are pretty good too. Okay, so now it's time to go back to the quest. Right there. I think I see a way. Oh, it's because I thought it was starting up here, but it's not.
Wheeltide Spring is in season.
I chose the wrong staircase was what happened. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the free Praise of High Morals. A vending machine. It's a quest, that's weird.
We're here. The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cienja Lafu is it's a drink, and it's inside this vending machine. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy.
Oh, it's not an auto.
Here, mung bean soda.
That was loud.
1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
How is it? Bearable? Whoa! I've never met a traveler who could down a mung bean soda like that. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Just like flying. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Ooh, I know a really great place in Starskip Haven to Starskip watch.
Wasn't there another quest where you go Starskip watching and then... No, I think you had to like mess with the Starskip? The bridge, or I had to stop someone from messing with the Starskip? That was always... Or that was like an interesting one that I remember.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is you can't turn back once you enter the sky. Pilots are always dancing with death. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job. But I still want to fly among the stars. To fight for the Xianzhou Alliance across the vast galaxy.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss Qingmi?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy star skiff,
Kind of interesting.
no, not me. My genius mom did. Mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Harissant anti-aircraft fire. Like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also holds the Skyfaring Commission records for speed and enemy vessels destroyed. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the flight, my landing was perfect. I
Not the last time,
feeling
though.
so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I've never seen her so scary. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her. I don't understand it.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madame Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky.
Buzz.
It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Is it really okay to bother you two again? Sorry. Please don't mention the mung bean soda again.
Ooh, someone used my Rania. Maybe I should move Silverwolf to this slot now. I'm kind of considering it. I'm not putting Kafka in the slot for support character. Kafka will be here. Because I don't think Kafka's a good support character. I think she's good main DPS. Well, good, it's kind of relative, but good in like niche teams. To fill out the team, as long as you built it correctly. Like you get Sampo and Luca, or like Sampo and Asta and Hook, then got a pretty good damage team if you just want to have a team and try to wipe out something that's lower level. If you're trying to survive, you probably need
The
something
fight with
else instead of
abominations was pretty chaotic.
Sampo, maybe.
I think Mom's trinket would have dropped around here.
Do you know what
Healer
it
or
looks like,
Chapard.
Miss Chingni?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on her.
This is your area of expertise. Your powers of perception are impressive, that's all. I think you're the right person for the job.
Well, you can summon black holes, you know. Yeah, relax. Think. Either of these. That would look to be it.
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this the hunt crest? This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
Yep, I thought.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Chingni. I think you should return this trinket in person. This is an opportunity for the two of you to talk.
Not yet. I want to go back later. There's something I hope you two can help me with first.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
It's kind of interesting that there's no hunt characters on the Luofu, right? Well, actually Yongjing, never mind. I was gonna say, I was kind of thinking about it. Forgot that Yongjing exists because I don't have them as a playable character. But Dan Heng doesn't count since technically like not in the Astral Express. Dan Heng is not from the Luofu. The Debitor Lunale or whatever it would be from the Luofu, and that's a destruction character. Yeah, I was kind of thinking it's kind of interesting that there's no one like that, but I remember that Yanqing exists, so there's one character that's from the hunt. But I wonder if that has any like significance with their character story. Well, because I can't see their character story in game at the moment since I don't own them. But they'd definitely be a character I wouldn't mind losing the Kafka 50-50 to. I would either want them or Clara over Himiko. But I mean, Himiko is like kind of good since I have Asta and Hook already. Like Asta, Hook, Himiko, and like Natasha or something would make a pretty good team. See the defense character at that point.
No, you misunderstand. I just want to know what she's thinking. What turned an ace pilot, someone who loved to fly, into someone like her?
I was gonna say Silverwolf could be the fourth character, but once again, that's just kind of like a cool hyper carry team that wouldn't actually work in like Memory of Chaos, but would be pretty fun to play just to see how big the damage numbers could get.
My mom clearly misses her flying days, otherwise she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore and refuses to let me become a fighter pilot. Why?
Maybe we can ask some people who might know the truth. If the Helmmaster herself is reluctant to talk about it, then the Skyfaring Commission staff would be even less likely, even if they know the truth. I think we should try General Jing Yuan first.
Oh.
He promoted Helmmaster Yukong himself. He probably knows more about her past than anyone.
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to him? Oh, right. You're the General's guests. Even so, this is asking a lot of you.
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why Helm Master Yukong no longer flies, we might be able to find out why she doesn't want you to be a fighter pilot. We can't help you too directly, but an indirect conversation like this might give us a clue on how to convince your mother. Yes, leave it to us.
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors. I'll head back to Starskip Haven. I'm not ready to return to the Skyfaring Commission yet.
Gross. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Oh, there's even a quest here. Okay, so there's a lot of quests to do after this. I've this made me realize that there is
It's getting late.
still the other
Where
Tinyun
to
in
now?
existence out there somewhere. When that's going to get resolved for the story quest. It's taking me to see it's like now Genuine's here. I can go to a spot where there's two.
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the seat of divine foresight this time?
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helm Master Yukong a little better.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a star skiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble herself. She was only saved thanks to a couple of travelers. On behalf of the Law Fu, you have my thanks once again. The seat of divine foresight heard that Yukong seldom seen but often feared temper was on display. I believe the two of you were caught between mother and daughter.
We heard that Helm Master Yukong was an outstanding pilot, but that she refuses to let her daughter embark on the same career.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions. But naturally, you are here because you fear that Helm Master Yukong would decline to answer. If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. What do you wish to know about Yukong the pilot?
I think we'll start with this.
This is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter. Where did you find this?
This object has been stored inside Helm Master Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars? As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too as the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster.
Anyone so
30
long-winded?
years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fenghu were besieged by our enemies. Even in the long history of warfare between the Xianzhou Alliance and the denizens of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Luofu would still be here today? Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies, and the dust of their memories. Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend, Tai, perished on the battlefield.
You can see that in light cone.
Thank you, General.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly, nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Sai trusted each other with their lives. The Helmmaster will have strong memories of that time. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past, as the past is starting to affect her future.
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality? If you ask me, the mountains of documents and the seat of divine foresight are the only triviality around here.
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find Qingni.
Another person using my Bronya? That's why I have Bronya in the slot. There's a lot of people. I mean, she's not fully built yet, but she's probably like 75% built, maybe. I could get a lot more crit damage than what I currently have, though, which is really all I want to build on her. It's gonna be this would be a cool place to do pool. Wish I could pin stuff on the map.
Oh, you're here. My mom isn't in a great mood. She went for a walk. My mom isn't the irresponsible type. She only skips work if she's managed to delegate everything.
You two are very similar.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and she heads to the other. That way, we don't bump into each other. Really? I think it's silly. Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing Yuan?
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my questions or pretended not to hear them. In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar that never fully healed. I never asked her again.
Indeed. That's probably why Yukong was never willing to fly again after the battle, and why she forbids you from flying.
Makes sense.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way?
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss Chingney. You should talk with her yourself.
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This pass that General Jing Yuan mentioned is probably archived in the Palace of Astrum. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like a diary.
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Chingney?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it with me?
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Chingney. You'll need to do the searching yourself.
Of course. You're right. Sorry.
Yo, can I help you? I know what it looks like, but I'm using Celestial Jade to improve the algorithm. I'm working, I swear.
Sorry. We'll get going.
We can use this one. Okay. Let me see. Helm Master's personal archive. Oh, I got it! Let's go take a look. It should be here. Let's see. Yes! This is Mom's diary!
Miss Chingney, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it. You stay here with Miss Chingney. I'll be waiting over there.
Fine. Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just her notes on life as a pilot. I understand. I can tell Mr. Yang is a principled person. There are some lines he won't cross.
Yep.
Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds the key to all of this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read this instead of reading it out loud since it's a lot. Basically, yeah, it just seems to be some notes to Kai after death. Kind of like some messages that you'd want to say, kind of a thing.
What is the meaning of this? The Helm Master's daughter bringing Outworlders in to sneak around? What do you have in your hands? Let me see. Madame Yukong's diary? The nerve. How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary? And with her daughter, too. By the Arbiter, you two are in for a...
Mr. Yang Ming, please, calm down. Let us explain.
I see. Qingni, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yang Ming. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing what my mom went through. I want to know what happened, how she went from ace pilot to helm master.
I've been here for a long time, Qingni. If there's something you wish to know, just ask. But don't go rummaging around. That's a bad habit. No, this isn't something I should read.
Oh.
Yes. This divine object, if I remember correctly, it's the one Madame Yukong always carries with her? I heard the war that forged this object was only won thanks to the Rainbow Arbiter's blessing. If Madame Yukong still carries objects from that pilot, then perhaps she still longs for the sky.
If Mom still longs for the sky, then why does she no longer fly?
Perhaps Tsai's passing was too much for her. You shouldn't be asking me about this. Ask your mother. Miss Tsai, I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people wanted to be her flight partner. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned the same skiff and were the envy of many. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guanyan couldn't match their numbers. Well, after he passed away in battle, Tsai rarely teamed up with anyone except your mother. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Tsai's possessions as per regulations. She kept them locked away, occasionally taking them out to admire. Nonsense. As a Xianzhou native, I've lived long enough to remember more than the Foxian pilots could ever hope to. In the end, all the ace pilots perished. The only thing I can do is to remember them and ensure they are not forgotten too soon.
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yang Ming.
You're welcome. I know this is important to you. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong's office desk next. I can understand your position, Qingni. I'll take my leave and pretend I didn't see anything. After all, it's an unwritten rule that subordinates should be absent when their superior's privacy is exposed. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today.
Got it.
Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon. Do you have any other questions? Madame Yukong will be back soon.
Well, it's actually... Oh, I'm gonna say that's quite a bit of
My mom
tile.
keeps
There's a
lots of
chest
stuff
here.
in her desk. Let's have a look. That's the selling point of this desk. Super simplistic design with super spacious hidden compartments. Lots of office staff use this desk.
And simplistic.
There are hidden compartments on the left, right, and under the desktop. Which one should we check first? Got it. This looks similar to Mom's diary, but it looks like it belonged to Miss Tsai.
Okay, so yeah, this is going where I thought it would go.
So, I was adopted? And this Miss Tsai was my real mother? I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. I feel like I'm dreaming. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot? When I was little, I asked my mom where my dad was. She said I was grown from the Star Skiff assembly line at Stargazer Navalia. I thought she was just a bad liar. I even thought she meant I'd inherited her talent with star skiffs. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood. I understand her a lot more now. Can you come with me one more time? I want to have a proper chat with Mom. It's fine. I don't need you to do anything. I just want you and Mr. Yang to stand nearby. I'll feel more confident that way.
There's a book there. Yeah, there's just a chest here. It's a nameless. Although I think he is supposed to be standing over here, but now he's standing over there for story quest, which is kind of interesting. So that's probably why he didn't open that chest before, because he was standing there watching the chest.
You're all done?
See?
Did it go smoothly? I see. Let's find Helmmaster Yukong. We'll accompany you. We're here to help, but she and I really shouldn't interject when you're conversing with your mother.
It's okay. I understand. Just having you stand next to me is already a great help, benefactors. When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her.
Nothing in this report makes sense.
I think this will be the resolution here.
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it. We volunteered to come with her.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times. No means no.
But...
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant. Try giving her a little push.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say?
I clicked the wrong thing. Oh no. Got an achievement. I heard.
Mom?
Qingni,
Miss...
thank you.
Mom...
All right.
Actually, I want to become...
That was interesting.
Seems like...
I thought Mr. Yang... It's clear that Yukong suffered greatly after that terrible war. Is that why she doesn't want Qingni to be a fighter pilot? Doesn't seem like something to bring up now.
Curious to see what the other...
Qingni remembers that Yukong has always avoided talking about her career as a fighter pilot, and that she wants to prevent Qingni from following the same path. Why? Doesn't seem like something to bring up now, though. This divine object is a testament to Yukong's devotion to the hunt. Qingni believes it's a sign that Yukong still misses the life of a fighter pilot. Still, doesn't seem like something to bring up now. Qingni's birth mother, Cai Yi, was Yukong's lifelong friend. When Cai Yi passed away in that devastating war, Yukong adopted her daughter. Perhaps this unbearable memory is the root of Yukong's concerns. Still, doesn't seem like something to bring up now. It's clear that Yukong suffered.
Oh yeah, I already did this one. I thought I did the other diary.
Is that
Okay, right.
Sai's diary? How did you...
We're hearing the Trailblazer speak, so...
understand now? I'm sorry, Qingni. I cannot support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable unimaginable splendors looming in the distance, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Some called it loneliness, but we called it freedom. Sai was like that too. We're friends since childhood. We flew star skiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, the same could be said of yourself. But those are my best memories. We would strike out into the sky, repelling demons and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a Foxian is short and fleeting. Surely we should dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims. System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
Get the full art for these.
We're engaging the main Borison fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, I really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Lafu a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick this. I guess I already touched the sky.
Mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear.
Kind of what the Master Diviner was speaking about, how long life species would only remember more vivid memories of, I guess.
It was the last time I spoke to Sai. Sai? Hold on, Sai. Sai, open your eyes. Sai?
Thank you. Yukong. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Jinmi off the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
Sai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? Rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Jingni is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up! Sai? 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 When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. All I could feel was unbearable pain. The turned to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now. But I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready, but I was not. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Tsai, your father Guangyan, we were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. But do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter, I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really, you don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps, and more afraid of you taking after Tsai. If this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you, even if you live to regret it.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Hey, I guess that means the trailblaze level happened. And Yukong now a visitor. And a new song. And an achievement. And a text. More cream puzzles. Yeah, also buy some more for now. This is for the Ascension, right? Yep. This is probably faster. And I've got 2 rounds of relic hunting to do after.
I commend.
That's what I'm hyped for.
I'm with you.
On there. Some hat. Yeah. Case. This is also way. Just gotta start back. Head, feet, left. Don't take this turn. The next. That was my issue. Oh, it's inside one of these. Well, run it. Oh, I still get to keep it.
Ready when you want.
Oh, the last one of these I can do for a while.
Never falter.
At least until I do my Star Rail Nuzlocke. Should be really fun.
This combat needs up to. This is double speed.
This is our chance. Rules are made to be broken.
More.
Still got the defense drops.
Show no mercy.
So bonus.
This ends here.
Can I have fun this time? Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up. Ready when you are.
It's not right. I'm with you.
I commend.
Start with that first. This will be the harder of the two, sure. So I don't run Pela.
Name of Landa will forged in ice. Never falter.
Stay alert.
This combat needs
Probably best to start with
double
this.
speed.
It'll heal too quickly if I don't at least hit it when it's got its defense down.
Time for a fun.
Physical would have been nice there, physical or lightning.
Rules are made to be broken.
I should be able to kill this thing without healing too much.
Let's make it quick.
More energy.
He's got 2 defense down.
Conflict is in the name of Landa, will forged in ice. Never falter!
Once I get some more ultimates off, that will help as well. Okay, it's not healed more than the damage I've dealt. Not yet, at least.
This is double speed.
Electric resist is pretty nice here as well.
Here is thunder! Show no mercy.
Okay, no more healing for a bit.
Is that all?
Let's go.
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Landa, will forged
A
in
weakness
ice.
break here is huge. That actually did so much damage versus the weakness break.
Let's make it quick.
It's not gonna already resummon now.
This ends here.
Okay, I need some breezes here. The lightning ward damage is pretty big.
Can I have fun this time for fun? This is double speed.
Okay, I need them to hit the trailblazer. It doesn't matter, actually.
Show no mercy.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Somehow even more money. Blaze level 65. The max is 70, but the current world level is maxed out whenever you reach level 65. So now I'm like basically the game is fully open to me. Wait, hello Yukong.
Since assuming the role of Helm Master, it's rare that I have the chance to gaze upon the stars like this. It should be a view I tire of seeing, but it always leaves me in awe. The heavens really are boundless. Thank you. I like it. It's a shame. The stars no longer belong to me. Perhaps one day I shall feel their embrace once again. But will undoubtedly be the day of my last flight. I will. Thank you for your invitation. I can't help but say that after arriving on the Express, I'm a little envious of your way of life. You are able to enjoy the vastness of the universe with reliable companions by your side. I hope you all cherish one another.
Hello Pom Pom. Well, we do get a pull at least. You know, the Express is a pretty good pull spot, I guess, as long as you stand in a fun spot. Yeah, we can just sit next to Himeko forts. After savings are increasing. Well, there's 5. And the warps are really loud. I'm gonna skip through the single pools. Unless I see something glow, or I get an achievement. If I get an achievement, that means that I hit a 5-star. Okay, what was my last... It was the March 7th. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna say I'm about to hit pity. A 4 cost. 4-star. Oh, 5-star entity in existence, actually. Japard E1. Hey, that's not bad. I do use my Japard quite often, so getting E1 is not bad. Of course, you know, getting a new character would have been cool as well, or getting a 5-cost light cone that I didn't have, or whatever, 5-star light cone. I mean, hey, fatal on 1 Japard. Now I don't have to build any effect hit rate on them, pretty much. Like, if I were to take off the chest piece that I have, then to get about half of their... Wow, it's actually only 43%. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to build any effect hit rate on Japard then. It's pretty good now, because it's 100% base chance to freeze. Right, because it's 65 plus 35. Not bad. You know, for some free warps. It was the last warp, too. They built up the suspense. I'll definitely be hitting a 5-star entity on the character event warp in 17 stages whenever Kafka Manor comes out, as that's currently what I'm saving up for. But yeah, there's still some stuff to do here. Being Trailblaze level 65 means that I have access to some new rewards whenever I farm relics. Guaranteed to get higher tiered relics a lot more consistently, which is nice. Wanting to still level up everyone to get everyone to level 70 default is the goal, but currently it's just to level 60 as the default standard. Okay, so what character should I work on is the question. Should I actually fix the Trailblazers relics so that way they're actually playable? Because at the moment, like this one's fine. It could be a lot better, but I mean, it's fine. This one's pretty good outside of the main stat. This one's fine. I like break effects. I'd rather have like a crit rate and stuff on it, but like yeah, I think like just having break effects is fine. But yeah, I need new minor though, for sure. Minor and stuff. But I don't want to do simulated universe runs for that. I just do the free simulated universe rewards for simulated universe stuff at the moment. I don't actually go out of my way to spend fuel on that. So instead, should I work on Serval? Since Serval's a character that pairs really well with Kafka, and it's one that I'm going to be wanting to use. And this is not that good. Or she needs break effects more. What's the 4-piece of this? I don't think you need the full 4-piece. I think you can do the 2-piece and be fine. Then I need to get 2-piece break relic for Asta as well at some point. Like these are honestly pretty playable relic Asta. Wanting to build March, but I honestly don't really have that good of an idea of how to start. You know what? No, we'll preform Kafka relics. The main reason I don't want to preform Kafka relics is because she's not out, so it won't really benefit me too much, and I can't clear simulated universe, but I also farm March 7th and Japard relics when I do that, so that works for me. We've got 2 ones that we can do. Oh yeah, there's new Stagnant Shadows too. I actually probably do need to do these for Kafka, right? Also this I need to finish. Here, where's the relic here? So yeah, you get the Path of Holy Hymn. It's pretty good. Like it's one of the better relics to farm, in my opinion, just because you have the chance of getting relics for Japard in March 7th, or the chance of getting Kafka relics, or Serval relics, like Jin Yuan could use some better relics. Well, because relics are fine. He has like B tier relics on the evaluation website thing that I use.
More
So
enemies. Time for a fight.
he doesn't necessarily need them as much as the rest of my units do, but
This ends here.
it wouldn't be entirely unwelcome. Also, my entire team is dead,
Forged in ice. Never falters.
except Japard.
Is that all?
This is our chance.
You took the bait.
You know, maybe like all I was hoping out of that was for a 4-star character. Like I was kind of hoping to get Sampo out of those, but maybe I should complain about my pools more often for hitting 4-star pity.
Is that all?
I am pretty bad about 4-star pity. Like
Can I
that.
have fun this time?
Takes me a while most of the time,
Here is thunder.
as far as my RNG goes.
This combat needs optima. This is double speed.
Time for
Show no mercy.
And they're so fast.
Are made to be broken.
In the name of land, will forged in ice. Never falters.
Let's go.
They're like outspeeding my trailblazer,
More enemies.
Follow my charge.
which has like 140 speed, if I remember correctly. Or no, it's probably like 130 speed. Yeah, Japard basically guarantees freeze.
This is our chance.
Which I don't know. I mean, it's not bad to have freeze, obviously.
Here is thunder.
It's just so many enemies have specifically freeze resist, I don't think it's that big of a
That all.
fiend. It's like probably his most underwhelming Eidolon.
Let's make it quick.
So kind of glad that it comes out of the way first.
Will forged in ice.
Like even the ones that just give you like +2 to your ultimate and stuff are really nice. Just because, you know, that's kind of the reason that you have Shepard as his ultimate. But you're still getting value out of
Combat
those.
needs. This is double speed.
Whereas with Eidolon 1, it's kind of hard to get the value unless you build into it a bit.
Let's go.
Hope you're prepared.
Yeah, I mean, freezing someone with a preservation character is nice. It kind of has issues since
Show no mercy.
the shields only last for a limited amount of turns. It'd be better if shields were like a permanent thing that they could only reach like a certain max value, and then if you reset them, then they would be reset and everything. But yeah, like this is why I wanted to wait until now to start farming, is because I get 2 5-star relics guaranteed. So if this was defense percent, I would actually say this is perfect, but defense. Maybe like a speed. I mean, effect resistance pretty good. It's got defense percent substat, but HP percent means pretty useless. Word. And then yeah, I'm not putting 4-star relics on Kafka.
Is that all?
Oh yeah, I should have healed, actually. I think it's gonna be a bit close.
Time for a fight.
A foregone conclusion. Conflict.
Will forged in ice. Never falters.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
It's
Rules
so
are
close
made
to
to be
one-shotting.
chance.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a run.
A foregone conclusion. Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
Let's go.
Okay, the shields are holding up.
Let's
This is
make
the
it
last round of shields, right? No, they still got one more.
time for a run. This is double speed.
Rules are made to be broken.
That was a big hit.
This ends here. In the name of Len, will forged in ice never falters.
Here is thunder.
More. Time for a run.
Conflict is
Might kill.
show no mercy.
Ah, it was close. Yeah, it's closer than I was thinking it actually would end up being. I was kind of being optimistic when I said it might kill. I mean, obviously because it didn't happen. Okay, defense percentage or speed. Okay, defense percentage. Honestly, playable. Okay, this did not need to be. This is what the Japard relic should have been. This would literally be perfect as a 5-star. Well, Japard, you're not getting any skill upgrades for now. You are getting stuff better than. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. March, you're getting upgrades though. Where did they go? Oh. Yeah, it's instantly look at that defense stat. And then new ring. I can't justify, unfortunately. Like, this is literally perfect subsets ring. Which card? Fortunately. But this gives you defense increase anyway, so better than nothing. Hear me out, actually. Attack and attack percentage. I mean, you need defense percentage on March, of course, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Attack percentage stats. Oh, it's probably better to run. Because she needs defense percentage for the shield, but everything else that she has scales off of attack. Like, the shield is the only thing that really scales off defense. And that's kind of like the main reason that you're running her. But the follow-up attack does have value in, like, Clara teams, so. But then again, it's not like I'm running Clara myself or anything. Oh wait, before we do that, actually, uncrafts. Honestly, that roll is kind of too good to pass up on. No, don't uncraft the 5 ones. Does that mean I can craft a new one? Yet, or under here. Not yet. I'm at 700,000 credits. I was at 4,000 credits this morning. Okay, we're back with the credits for sure. Yeah, I need to enhance this, that way it's not being a dead weight on the team. And if it is pretty garbage overall, we'll see what the subsets will be. Only got worse. Yeah, I mean, this in normal circumstances this would be an unplayable relic, but 35.9. 5.8. It's like 1 point there. Let's also look at crit rate and crit damage. Yeah, like March's ratio is good. As like a ratio, but not in terms of the actual amounts. I want it to be over 100%. Yeah, I'm considering. I need to get Celestial Differentiator, so that's what I'm considering doing the relics for this week. That or I go back for Soul relics and Kafka relics. Well, since you can run effective rate on Kafka, but you don't need that much. You only need like 40%. I don't know. I'll have to see about that more when Kafka releases. But yeah, interesting. Now get 2 5-star relics instead of just 1 5-star relics every time that I do relic farmings now. So that's gonna add up a lot. Oh yeah, I've got all these fillers that I can put into. Okay, so yeah, now for sure the defense percentage alone is better than the previous ones. I could still get up to like 5,000 defense on Jacquard if I had good stats. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can only get up to like, but still, I could get a lot better, is what I mean. Just need a defense percentage chest piece that is not a 3-star piece, or a 4-star piece. Yeah, I need to... No, I'm actually not going to lock that. I locked the pieces that I'm actually going to use on characters. But this one isn't staying around forever. I know that I've got other characters that don't have relics at the moment that I could have put those relics on, but they're 4-cost relics, so... At this point, I pretty much only put 5-cost relics on the units that I actually plan on playing. And if I have 4-cost relics on them, it's because I haven't had a chance to upgrade them to 5-star yet, or it's like March 7th case, where she's got a hand-me-down relic from Japard that I might as well just put on her. This is gonna get some use there. Like, I didn't really get any playable relics in that, which is a bit unfortunate. Outside of just the Japard boots.
This is our
Yeah, how much is Japard's attack now? That was another nice thing about the boots, is that they actually gave some attack value. I think it says attack is less of scaling off of his defense, so I can't really tell.
You took the bait.
Follow my charm.
Here is thunder. Hope you're prepared.
I think he has less HP than before.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a bug.
A foregone conclusion.
This crits at one shot.
In the name of land and will, forged in ice, never falters.
I'll just go ahead and have these take.
Show no mercy.
Rules are made to be broken.
Yeah, just thought I'd try out the new card.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
Yeah, I don't know how high defense percent can get on a chess piece because I've never had one actually get upgraded that has defense percentage on it. Yeah, I definitely need to do more runs of Simulator Universe pretty soon. I've been putting it off because I've been pretty busy and stuff, but how many runs did I get last week?
Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf,
Hey.
and full of worldly strife.
Oh yeah, it's under battle records. I was trying to remember what under. But yeah, it'll be a while before the fuel refill. The main reason to do Simulated Universe for me at least is the Relic XP and also the credits in a way. Yeah, I've already finished out everything else that you can do in Simulated Universe. I had 11 clears this period. Last period I had 23. You can do 34 clears to get value. 34 is the max. That was before I had Silver with level 80 as well. So. Yeah. Then I could have finished off Silver Wolf's relics. Them. This relic is so bad. Like, defense percentage made sense. It's literally unusable, but it's the only 5-star relic that I had. So. And having effect hit rate is fine. Gets me up to 90 effect hit rate on Silver Wolf, right? So that has value. Yeah, 90% exactly. So she hits damage increase, or like attack is increased by 25% of 90%. Or 90% of 25% of her attack is damage increased. Not the greatest amount, but still pretty big. A little bit less than a fourth, basically. From her minor share. Yeah, what to do now? So there's still some quests in the event. I think I'll do the event and I'll save the quests to do them off stream since they're not going to be the most interesting things. It's mostly just going to be me going around and talking to NPCs over and over, which was kind of what the last quest I just did was, but I mean, there's a lot of money for doing them. But yeah, I don't have anything to like open. I'm out of the Stellar Warps to open for a bit. When was the last time that I got a 5-star? It's been... Fletcher part was pretty early. That's why I wasn't really expecting much. Yeah, I got Welt, so that was like a little over 20 warps. Like less than 30 warps from getting Welt. Hopefully that doesn't mean that the Kafka warp is going to have bad luck now. Which, I mean, I already had bad luck on the Silver Wolf warp, or Silver Wolf warp, so I could probably play around it fine. I'm just kind of hoping that I win the 50-50. Because if I win the 50-50, I might go for E1, but if I lose the 50-50, then I don't know if I'll go for Kafka. That's why I'm a bit hesitant on fully focusing on free-farming her relics. Because I do want to have her as a character, because I think the team that she has, the damage over time team, is really a fun concept for this game and stuff, but I also need Sampo and Luca, so I'm definitely going to be pulling at her banner for those two. Yeah, that's kind of my current thoughts on characters and everything, so there's like the upcoming character Kafka and the other ones on our banner. Where's the... I've been trying to think of how to get to this. I guess I could just do it here. Kind of a lot. I'll at least make the quest active.
If we're
It's
not
over
on
here.
patrol, we should get some rest.
Did you steal my faunus red sheep? I'll make a scene here, or I'll sue you for slander of the Realm Keep coming. If you didn't steal my faunus red sheep, then... Or why are there suddenly so many lamb dishes on off menu? It's the season where the puffer goats are ready. I've purchased lots of premium puffer goats, which explains why there are so many goat dishes on my plate. Also, there are plenty of restaurants on the Lofu that offer lamb dishes. Why do you only look for my trouble? Their lamb doesn't taste as good as yours. I find it hard to believe that you use ordinary puffer goat meat in your food. For the Garden of Gourmet's prestige, we'll never use stray sheep from unknown sources as ingredient for our food. Not a stray sheep, it's the faunus red sheep. I don't care what it's called, because it's not my business. Just stop causing trouble here, you nutcase.
Did we get bamboozled?
Yeah, it was a pretty strange argument. I've heard this guy's pretty annoying, but we'll see.
Storytelling is such an outdated art form.
There are people who like it. Who cares what you think?
Oh man, this is actually a lot. You can pause this and read this if you want, but I'm not going to read it. I'll at least have them marked as red for now. Yeah, I might read these later. Uses acrobat.
Storytelling is
anything.
such an outdated art form.
Carved wood must be bent again to reach sweetness. Finding truth from exaggerations. Highest take snack. When the real is fake, the fake is also real, and you need to toss a coin to hear my spiel. I am Shian, a humble storyteller at the Sleepless Earl. If you'd like to listen to novel-length tales, you have to wait for a while. Then again, though there is still time for story sessions, if you were to sip some tea and listen to a few tunes, wouldn't be a complete waste of time, would it? Sir, don't talk like that. If the tea house has business, some more patrons will come to drink tea. Many patrons. I then can make friends and earn a little money for myself. Besides, the tea at the Sleepless Earl is happy. If you'd like some recommendations, I'd say a pot. Enter Melflung
Storytelling is such an
tea.
outdated art form.
Satisfaction
There are
guaranteed.
people who like it. Who cares what you think?
Some guests are tea aficionados and often pontificate about all sort of expert tea lore at the Sleepless Earl. I'm not a smart man, but I've memorized some facts that can show them off. Would you be interested? Okay, here we go. Now, would you look at this braid of mine? Lessons in the storytelling world again. How could I forget about that? Which reminds me, I have a favor to ask you. There's been a lot going on aboard the Xeno recently, with the Ambrosial Arbor new growth and those disciples of Cygnus medicine. It's causing a ruckus, and all the news feeds report that you've played no small part, leaving the peace. But there's no literature out there that can market right now, or on the market right now that could really capitalizing on this. Thinking, why not get ahead of the curve and make a bit of a killing at the box office? And so I humbly invite you to tell me of your heroic exploits. I'll definitely spin out a brilliant story
Storytelling is such
if
an
I could just get
outdated
my
art
hands
form.
on those first-hand accounts of
There are
yours.
people who like
I
it.
really
Who cares
don't
what
like
you
that the
think?
NPC is just talking over me in the background. Kind of annoying. Wonderful, if you could be so kind. Sheen takes out his phone and prepares to record your tale. In a world where memes and cringe collide, one trailblazer must rise to the challenge. It all started with this cute girl known as Little Miss March, and then some old wise man called Grandpa Yang. He ran off. Her journey so far poured the Lofu in a deep dramatic voice, adapting the style of the hit web drama 3-minute Butterfly Immersion. From your arrival in the Shinzo to your bloody battle with Leo. You do your best to cover all the ups and downs, twists and turns of the story, but Mr. June's attention seems to something. He even turns his phone sideways during the battle, even mismanaged no doubt to sneak in a couple of hands of celestial jade.
Storytelling is such an outdated art form.
There are people who like it. Who cares what you think?
This woman who called herself Galactic Baseballer was locked in a heated battle against a Master Prime disciple of Cygnus Medicus. For the Shinzo, this was a battle for life and death.
Is that all?
Stay alert.
Yeah, these guys are going to be a bit higher level now.
Time for a buzz.
With the world level increasing.
Follow my charm. Here, get thunder!
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Conflict.
And you could really get your shield out right now. Or
Rules are made to be broken.
In the name of Landau, will forged in ice never falters!
You took the bait. Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Here, get thunder!
Show no mercy.
I probably would have killed without the shield.
Hope you're prepared.
More enemies.
There's no time to conflict.
Finally finished telling your story, and Mr. Jean looks pretty pleased too. This old fox has apparently played a winning hand. Good game. I mean, good story. You're done there with the story, right? Don't look at me like that. I've been listening attentively the whole time. Your story, however, has some issues. Even though the plot is not that boring, it's written in a way that is overstretched, underwhelming, and predictable. See where it's going from a mile. Let me tell you the truth. Or it is here. Who cares about the truth? If you truth, just go and watch the news instead. You're hearing your talk about combat. I put it. Really still. You hit me, then I hit you. It's a bit of a knot. You know about the immersion genre we have here on the Gene Show, right? As it should be called an interactive fantasy experience, despite what UPC thinks.
Storytelling is such an outdated art form.
There are people who like it. Who cares what you think?
Well, those fights are exhilarating. Leaping onto roofs and walls, splitting open time, space, and even ghosts. Overall, I think the story is lacking a few exciting elements that we need to draw it on its. But its commercial potential is unlimited. What should I do? Please hold 1 second. Touching something for you. This thing is what we in the industry call a protagonist model. Legend has it that some immersive trope has invented this magical tool for industrial scale screenwriting. Even though Akavili takes on thousands of different forms within thousands of different names, you may have heard that actually there are only a dozen archetypal protagonists recycled through these classic legends and tales. This shows that there are rules to follow when telling an alluring story. That's how this thing grows to meet the occasion. Take a gander. All you have to do is set up a diverse range of encounters for a protagonist along hero's journey.
Storytelling is such an outdated art form.
There are people who like it. Who cares what you think?
And let the protagonist gain various mystical abilities and treasures before magnificently defeating a powerful foe. That's how you make a wonderful story. My explanation alone can't do it justice. Better take a look yourself. For the protagonist model is like a magic wand. As long as you follow its patterns, you can easily craft pulse-racing, heart-pumping stories for your audience. How about this? You and I head up the site of your former battles. Alchemy Commission, visiting old haunts, definitely get the creative truth. Watch out the protagonist model. Knew you were kind-hearted. Alright, let's push on to the Alchemy Commission. I was just gonna mute the voice. And there's still stuff here. Somewhere. If I'm not mistaken, the decisive battle in your adventure began right over here at Evermist Mansion. You said that this was where your companions fought against the Master Primus of the Slings Medicus. Was there any conflict you encountered here? Perhaps did she stoop any dastardly tricks to really put you in between a rock and a hard place? How is that possible? Can a great battle be exciting without any swerves or setbacks? Please give me a moment to sketch out a scene. Here we go. Listen up. The Legion was in cahoots with the Master Primus and the Sanctus Medicus. Their arcane powers, they activated elixir cauldrons to spew forth venomous vapors. They tried to take out other munificent heroes in one fell swoop. For a moment, a mesmerizing miasma filled the air of the alchemy vision. Despite the vigor and strength and pause, it was too deal with overwhelming. The situation grew so grave that Liz and her companions concocted a genius plan. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, the realization suddenly dawned. This was still the alchemy commission, paradise now, forging the elixir of life. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have received their mandate from the ruin author. We, though, can strive for a miracle pill from the alchemy commission. Turning over a new leaf, be born anew for generations, cultivate a power. It wasn't gibberish. We usually enjoy people love hearing stories play out like this. Glorious treasure, the elixir of life. You get for a shortcut past centuries of martial art practice, cultivation, and suddenly, pow, we're smashing enemies left and right. Why not? Or what's not to love about that? Don't interrupt me. It's a good start. Next it'll go. A fortuitous encounter. I'll study the surroundings carefully. Waiting on 3 elixir cauldrons on display at the Alchemy Commission. And they remembered hearing that the healing lady once mentioned that these elixir cauldrons and how they contain essential art or extracts of everything in the universe condensed into elixirs of life. Everything in the universe? Once put together, these 3 divine ingredients can be concocted into the elixir of dragon oil and make you born anew and achieve transcendence. Sorry for the ad-lib naming here. Anyway, what else am I going to call the elixir that magically imbues powers like this? Let's go over that, or to that elixir cauldron over there, keep on, because that'll give us some quality inspirations. Might not want to touch that. It does spew forth gas that turns you into one of those things over there. Think of this. I'll jump right into the elixir cauldron. Oh. We're not writing a horror story here. That's for sure. Graphics, things like that would never make it past the rating board. Don't worry, it all makes sense. Most leaped into the elixir cauldron, but suddenly found themselves above the whole world, betting our hero opened their eyes to find themselves to have turned into a cyclone. The book implies that a hidden containment mechanism in the elixir cauldron designed by the first cauldron master of the Alchemy Commission. Anyone trying to take the elixir of life would be transported to a Fantasia to undergo the trial. Now, don't try to confuse me. You've read my train of thought. First Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission hoped that one day someone could break the containment mechanism, clear the trial, and take the elixir of dragon oil right in the nick of time to save the Lofu from certain doom. In a curious twist of fate, Oz was none other than the heroic one prophesied by this first Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission some 1,000 years ago. Okay, yeah, this lore is a bit too much. Here, don't get caught by the mob. As all the containment mechanisms were gradually lifted by and the secret treasure of the first Cauldron Master was revealed. It's Fire Lotus. Transformed into a cypress, weaving and darting around the elixir cauldron to clear the trial left behind by the first Cauldron Master. One pause beholds the lotus blooming with ice crystals white or well in flames. This is a medicine that has been extinct since the Theophany era, the Ice Fire Lotus. The Ice Fire Lotus is utterly indispensable in concocting an elixir of dragon oil. Pretend it does. Well, let's go then. On to the next culture. Just bear with me, okay? Seeing these places in person really got my creative juices flowing.
I'm with you.
I commend.
Having plucked the Ice Fire Lotus, and Paul seizes an opportunity and leaps into another cauldron. Elixir cauldron. Little do you know, repetitive behavior instills a central ritual in people. That's why it's important to have details be repeated a few times over and over. Oz returned to the Fantasia, hunting for the secret treasure left behind by the first Cauldron Master of the Alchemy. Suddenly, an unsettling aroma aroused his senses. Where an ordinary person, it would be merely be discarded as a mistake of the senses. But what kind of heroism? The treasure, or a treacherous danger, was instantly detected. The book implies that this is an abundant space filled within the cauldron by the first master of the Alchemy Commission. Oh, how the mediocre covet glorious treasures, yet die filled with hatred, the maw of the beast. That's a trope for treasure hunting stories. Ancients always leave behind secret treasures with fatal booby traps hidden within. Don't ask me why, but it's a screenwriter's convention. Oz couldn't help but sneer, asking, "Is there any danger across all the galaxies that can stop my might?" And with the beat of wings, our hero took to the sky. Hey, yeah, this quest is really long-winded already, and it's still only chapter 1, part 1. And see, I would have missed out on the Stellar Dread. That was actually as all the containment mechanisms were gradually lifted by a pause. The secret treasure of the first Cauldron Master was revealed. Life, Death, Polypore? Pause completed another one of the first Cauldron Master's trials. What appeared next before our hero was a mushroom flitting in and out of existence. It is written that this is no mortal mushroom. It sits within a state between existence and non-existence, constantly fluctuating between the real and the imaginary. It is called the Life-Death Polypore. Right then. The Life-Death Polypore. Like only one final medicinal herb before the elixir of dragon oil could be concocted. Hey, no way. Actually, I have a little notebook where I record all kinds of weird things, and I can show it to you if you want. The names of the medicinal herbs are indeed constructions of my imagination. I mean, not all of them are completely made up. Enough gossip and bluster. Go to the next cauldron and start cooking up that next story. Don't actually have to fight the enemy, it's kinda nice. How about it then? Ready to start plotting out the next part of your story? Having plucked the Life-Death Polypore, Oz goes all or nothing, leaping into another elixir cauldron. Back in the Fantasia once more, and without a trace of fear or trepidation. It felt like an old hand. Oz calmed right down to sense the feeling left behind in the Fantasia, and those feelings were warm, gentle, and liberating. There was never any doubt that this was the soul-cleansing breeze from the first Cauldron Master of the Alchemy. I'd say that the first Cauldron Master was thinking ahead about any misuse that might harm the streams. Or is that a bit far-fetched? No problem. Don't worry. Or don't even worry about it. This is just the first script, I tell you. We'll fix it in post. Oz knew this warm sensation meant the most dangerous part of the trial had already passed. What now greeted you was the first Helm Master. Take off. Welcome to this, your final trial. As all the containment mechanisms were gradually lifted by unpaused, secret treasure of the first Cauldron Master was revealed. Whirlbolt. The Whirlbolt, something, I missed its second name. Oz completed yet another trial, only to find herself trapped in a vast white fog. Once it cleared, Oz saw a huge tree with floating roots. Despite no obvious breeze, the floating roots swayed in the air, cleaving the very air in twain. Flashes of light paired to each flame, or lightning paired to each. This, then, was the most precious medicinal herb hidden at the Alchemy Commission, the Whirlbolt. Metaphor? Yeah, no metaphor. Harvested the best of floating roots and then left the Tasia of the first cauldron. Stir. How could the Whirlbolt, no metaphor? Metaphors. Electricity merely unblocks the meridians as it manages and simulates blood flow. It's a great remedy and not at all dangerous. It's what the audience wants, though. Competition and entertainment circle so fierce these days. How are we storytellers supposed to compete with all the razzle dazzle and something like a merger? There's only one answer: manufactured outrage. I can say all the stuff they can't do in a merger, and I can say what they don't dare to say in a merger. Anyway, there's no tax on bragging, and words have a habit of disappearing like the wind. Back at the topic at hand. Previously, our hero had paused to acquire all 3 medicinal herbs required to concoct the elixir of dragon oil. All that remained was to cast the ingredients in the elixir crucible, and this miracle elixir would be hers. You don't. They tried. Just to make sure that I see where it's gone. Oz placed 3 medicinal herbs into the crucible, one by one. First came the ice fire lotus. Its fiery heat and blasting cold blended together, raising out infinite natural force. Next came the life-death polypore. Its quantum impermanence stabilizes the paradox inherent in the lotus. Finally, Oz tossed the Whirlbolt pneumatophore into the crucible. Flash thunder, lightning, and thunder and lightning out of the blue. Entire thunderstorm formed inside 1 square inch of cubicle. A crucible. Looked up the courage to reach his form after a while. His hands pulled out a sparkling medicinal pellet. That, my friend, is what leads a mortal onto the path of immortality. No, I shouldn't have used that word in the stream show. Anyway, it's basically a miracle drug that makes you be born anew and achieves transcendence. Behold, the elixir of dragon oil. While it's full of the miracle elixir, it instantly felt as light as a feather, but as strong as an ox. Our hero could leap 30,000 miles in a second, or lift 10,000 tons. Well, it's new now. Time to settle the score. For those pathetic, detestable disciples of Sanctus Medicus wreaking havoc on the Shinja. Listen to yourself. Power in and of itself knows no good or bad. Only people do. Is a kitchen knife evil when in the hands of a chef, or when it's in the hands of a murderer? Yeah, there's another meme reference there too, I saw. That's idle chit chat. Please, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, lend me your ears. Next up, we have a main feature, Calamity and Snare's Commission Alchemy. Nameless Battles, author of the play. To put it like that, then the sack will be complete. Don't understand. The most difficult thing for screenwriters is the protagonist development. Once the protagonist character is settled, it's going to be so easy to just write in as many battles as you want. Look, this isn't exactly the best place, or best writing place for us. Come back to the source of Haven with me, and after I process all of today's inspiration, we can chat more about combat details. But yeah, that was a lot.
Dated art form.
Thank you for helping me sort out my thoughts and get some inspiration. I'll start right away. Mr. Sheen took out his notebook and began scribbling furious pages. Shortly after, he handed over the manuscript to you, filled with satisfaction. I've already written the part about nameless battles, author of the plagues. That's right, a protagonist on this quest, that is you, experienced all of these adventures, taken this elixir of life. I have to add a few strokes to the protagonist model, so that it's not forgotten next time. Speaking of which, I was left with tons of inspiration rambling in my head after today's trip. I'd like to use some of your side adventures in the Shade trip as material to write some side stories. It'll help flesh out your protagonist model. So I'll write some of your challenging adventures. Why don't you listen? Tell me what you think. During the event, complete hero's journeys with Mr. Sheehan to unleash the full potential of the protagonist model. There are different slots in the protagonist model. The plot armor you selected for each slot is different. Plot and plot armors will gradually be unlocked as you progress through the hero journey. Using these abilities can earn you points and rewards in Legends Past and Present. Will also gradually unlock our Legend of the Trailblazer sections. There's a lot of fallout damage. 50,000 points. There we go, I guess I clicked on Perda. Something. This mechanism has a turn limit. Before turn runs out, enemies will continue to appear. Defeat more enemies, your higher scores and greater rewards. The remaining turns will be displayed as a countdown on the action order shown on the left, dealing damage to any enemy target before a turn ends will earn you more points. Defeating a trotter during a battle will award you even higher points.
I have something for you. You won't get away. More enemies.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
In the name of Landau, will forged in ice never falters!
This combat needs optimized. This is double speed. You won't get away.
Is that all?
Honored to meet me.
Is that all?
I have something for you.
You took the bait. Time for a bug. You won't get away.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Diamond twirl!
This ends here.
Time for an overhaul. Diamond twirl! for you. You won't get away.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Do you know who I am? Big diamond! It's all yours!
Hope you're prepared.
There's a lot of follow-up back damage.
In the name of Lenda, will forged in ice never falters.
Can I hurt
Maybe I
them
should have
this
brought
time?
Genuine in this one.
You won't get away. This combat needs up. This is double speed.
Bit of it the warp trotter.
Honored to meet me. Time for a buzz. You won't get away. Time to twirl. What are you looking at?
Perhaps you still humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Do you know who I am? Big diamond! It's all yours! You won't get away.
I think I needed 50,000. Yeah, I've got to get 50,000 for 20,000 credits for sure. Too many to pass up on. Okay. Go full damage.
You won't get away. Time to twirl. Don't pay for this. Who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! You won't get away. Time to twirl. You won't get away.
Perhaps you still humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to twirl. Lend me your strength.
A foregone conclusion.
We've entered the storm. To guard
This
and
is gonna
defend.
last for like the entire rest of the game.
Conflict. Show no mercy.
Time to twirl.
I have something for you.
You won't get away. Time to twirl. Do you know who I am? Big diamond! It's all yours! You won't get away. Time to twirl. Lend me your strength. Time for an overhaul. Time to twirl. Time to twirl. Do you know who I am? Big diamond! It's all yours! You won't get away. Time to twirl.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals
This
its
will
desire
trigger
to
the
control
drone,
the
right?
heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to twirl.
Here is thunder.
Time to twirl. You won't get away.
got way more for on this event for some reason.
There's always a weakness. Still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. Lend me your strength. Oh dear. Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Show no mercy.
Time to twirl! Trap, we've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. I have something for you. You won't get away. Time to twirl! I won't break. We must protect.
Was that it?
Do you know who I am? Big diamond! It's all yours! I have something for you. You won't get away. Time to twirl! Perhaps you still do. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
A foregone conclusion.
I heard it's not really spinning. I mean, I can just autoplay it at this point, to be honest. I mean, it's already over. Got the 50,000 I needed.
Conflict. Show no mercy.
Connection.
The story changed a little bit now with the new characters. So how many are these are already out, I wonder? Take care much when you're busy. I almost forgot we agreed to meet. I've been keeping myself busy, coming up with the rest of the plot, but we may have a problem which I haven't been able to find the answer yet. Based on your original story, after taking out the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, you almost immediately fought your decisive battle against Lord Ravager Tilia. Don't you think that's pushing the story along too fast? That's all I had. Why I'd finished telling the story in a single session. I wouldn't get the chance to set up one of my cliffhangers. Go everyone in Divine tickets for tomorrow. Stay tuned. I'm with Mr. Shion. And I'll tell you what, the protagonist model
There are people who like it. Who cares what you think?
isn't perfect enough. We do plot it, or if we do the plot this way, so I've come up with an idea. I'm not sure what do you think, so I'd like to run it by you. Nameless, you're not the only one, right? The other heroes also thrown themselves into this venture. Is it possible to perhaps fudge things a little so that you be the one doing these deeds? Yeah, but I mean, no. What I mean is, could some of the nameless heroic deeds be pulled together and attributed to a single archetypal character? Creating archetypes like this makes it easier for our audience to become emotionally involved. How about it? So then, are there any companions whose exploits are suitable for us to add to our story? This High Elder story of yours isn't.
Storytelling is such an outdated art form.
There are people who like it. Who cares what you think?
But a little tricky to pull off. It branches off in all directions with some red herrings. It's way different from the masterpieces I first read about the High Cloud Quintet. Therefore, a drastic adaptation will cut off everything apart from the beginning and the end. Maybe we can fix the story after all. Got a rough idea. Let's head to Skill Court Waterscape then. Perhaps we'll be able to find our inspiration beneath the statue of the High Elf. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now because it's a bit long-winded. I'll probably just save that for that would be a bit more interesting than it was. Maybe I'll save the gameplay, actual combat stuff. Well, no, I need to finish the combat stuff to continue the story, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just do all these side quests off stream then, and then end things here for now. It's not too late, but I didn't really. I'm pretty tired as I was up at like 6 a.m. this morning because I couldn't really sleep last night, even though I was pretty exhausted. So I'm pretty exhausted tonight already. Even though I was ending the stream at 2 a.m. last night and stuff, and I can usually stay up till the server reset, which is at 4 a.m. for me, but I'm probably not going to be able to do that tonight. I've got stuff I need to do in Genshin anyway. I've got to do my commission still. I've got to spend all my resin because I am at 140 resin, like around 140 resin, according to my tracker. So I've got to make sure that I get that done.
The server's still not open.
So yeah, I'll probably just do these like little side quests off stream. I don't really like doing the non-main quest on stream, and then I'll save. Like, this will probably be the last Star Rail thing I can do. Then it will at least be a while before I have anything left to do outside of just creating characters. I didn't mean to start. Air credit. That's probably why I have so many credits, right? I have 730,000. But yeah, we got trailblaze level 65 is pretty hype. Got this stuff to do off stream. Got some more side missions to do, which I am excited about. I like doing side missions in this game. It's just, you know, not the most interesting thing to watch and reading and running around teleporting and stuff. But I like the story stuff, so I'll do it on my own. Save that stuff for off stream. Everything. So yeah. Still not sure how I'm spending my Trailblaze power for now. Because I would like more immediate upgrades, so I still think that I'll probably be looking for character upgrades for supports. Since support characters are ones that I can build faster. And they'll have like a greater impact faster than like DPS characters. Outside of like Dan Heng might be pretty good to finish building just because I've already invested so much into them at this point that me finishing them off could help my damage output at the moment since I don't have Seala by quite a bit. Or, you know, I could actually make Silverwolf sub DPS instead of being mainly focused on support at the moment by getting like a crit rate chest piece or a crit damage chest piece and, like, you know, actually getting something going here on the boots. I'm hoping that the planner shares this week are favorable for me and I'm able to actually do things with them because that was a issue for me that the planner shares didn't really work out in my favor this time that I messed with them. Yeah, I've also got wind. Do you need any upgrades? Yeah, quite a few, to be honest. Did I upgrade? Oh no, you're. I think I upgrade this. Upgrading this skill traits have more immediate. Yeah. And I could work on enhancing this to level 80. Yeah, Hook is also a character that I could build as well. It's not stun hung, but Hook because of Kafka team that I mentioned. Plus, I use Hook in a few different things. So take a trace. You have one. I need. Yeah, just a little bit short. That. You know what? I could actually just go ahead. Go. The Calyx. I mean, I know that I'm using the limited resource thing to buy these, but I'll get enough eventually for every character in the game.
Conflict.
But yeah, the AI can get through this faster than I can. I'll probably end stream after I get that upgraded for Tinyun. Even though I'm not even currently building Tinyun. I'll like to get it upgraded. Because I probably will in the future.
This is double speed.
I kind of think Yukong is better than Tinyun at the moment. But I'm not entirely sure on that because I haven't really used both either. But just kind of looking at the two and comparing them, their stats and stuff. That Yukong is better just because getting crit damage and crit rate is a lot better than just having a lot of extra attack, but I don't know. Then again, you do have this, which increases the basic attack damage by a lot. So it's starting off at 90 basic attack, and then you know, if you actually get Eidolons for your immune, then it can be a lot higher. Yeah, like that's pretty huge. Big Virginian. Like that's the reason I eat players for that extra attack. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see. For now and then here's it. Yukong gets a ton of like imaginary damage on her own. Basic attack deals additional imaginary damage. 4%. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty large amount of damage. So you do skill into basic into skill into basic into skill into basic and or that's talent. Skill into basic into skill into basic into basic. Pretty much you just repeat that over and over again because you have this giving you boosted imaginary damage, and then you also have roaring bowstrings that takes 2 turns to be active. Yeah, kind of synergize with each other and everything. But yeah, having March actually be built will be really interesting to compare her with Japard, because I've mentioned before, I think that March is like completely outclassed by the Fire Preservation Trailblazer and Japard, but this skill shield is kind of good, actually. So maybe it's not entirely justifiable to leave her to the side whenever you have Shepard. Well, especially with Clara, since you get the follow-up attack and stuff, but she's really weird to invest in. Still, just because you have, you've got to invest in attack for your follow-up attack to be worth anything, and you've also got to invest in attack for your ultimate. Also has some nice bonuses, and then you gotta invest in defense for the shield. So, yeah. Which, I mean, you technically don't need as much defense, right? Because you get plus 717 cards, only 532. So yeah, it's just like significantly smaller. You have a higher percent of your defense is taken for the shield, and you have a higher base, like additive. This is at level 8, 42, 532 versus level 9, 55, 717. So yeah, I mean, it's like not even close. Even if it was like a level below it, to be equal level for both, it wouldn't be that close. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Definitely have to look into it more on my own for sure. But yeah, especially if I get Clara, or pretty much when I get Clara, because I think that that will be the character that I get off of the 3. Either Clara or Himiko is the ones I'm planning on going for, although Punching and Bilo definitely have their advantages. Like, Bilo probably should be who I get, but I'll probably just get Loacha on his rerun banner. Add another healer to the team. Well, I guess there's links coming out in the future. That will be another healer. But yeah, that'll be it for now. Yeah, it's not too late here, but I am a little tired. So I want to finish my Genshin stuff and then I'll wait. Stream after that. So yeah, guess I'll see everyone in the next